Hi, this is Angie, and I have a question here from Glenn. Glenn says, can you please help those of us who have always had a fear of going into leadership positions because of the fear of not being able to meet the expectations for others? I realize the universe will not ask of me other than what I can handle, but there's still something in me fighting to keep its territory. Can you please help out with this? I think it's a common theme. Okay, thank you for the question, Glenn. The question being, can you please help those who have a fear of going into leadership positions because of the fear of not being able to meet the expectations of others? Let's ask Judah. Yes, Glenn, we are happy to answer this question, dear. Well, we will say that fear is always the root of every problem. Fear and doubt, every problem. Take a moment and think about it. Whatever conflict or drama is arising, fear is at the root. So you are speaking particularly of a fear of success, a fear of promotion, and not being able to meet expectations. But of course, dear, it is still just fear. So you see, fear of success and fear of failure are exactly the same thing, just manifested in a slightly different way. And fear of success will keep you from manifesting what you want. And fear of failure will keep you from manifesting what you want. So, my dear, you're not a servant of fear. Your ego is, your egoic, fearful parts, and all humans have them. The difference is, as you grow and mature spiritually, you are able to settle them down like little children. When you speak to a little child and say, and the child is whirling and whipping and running about and it's bedtime, you say, okay, dear, it's time to settle down. It's almost bedtime. It's time to quiet down and get ready for sleep. And so you must learn to allow your higher self to be a loving parent to these fearful parts and settle them down and quiet them, help them to relax. So the ego does not need to be annihilated. This is an alpha male way of approaching enlightenment. The ego only needs to be quieted and relaxed. And this is the feminine divine aspect of enlightenment at work, you see, which this vessel represents, as you know. And as you get around her, you may begin to feel very lovingly mothered. So listen, settle down these fearful parts. Don't try to annihilate them, only quiet them. And allow your higher self, your loving parent, to take the next right action in your best interest. And you cannot consider the others, my dear, really, because that will lead you into too codependent, controlling, and more fear. You can consider the others, how you might love them, and invest your loving trust in them. But if you're feeling afraid of them, you must withdraw and simply focus on loving yourself. As for meeting the expectations of others, you might get lucky every now and then and meet expectations for a few moments, but trust me, that will change because their expectations will change. Everyone is constantly creating their reality in the moment with their current thoughts, and what others think they want, trust me, will change. And so you cannot focus on their expectations. You must focus on aligning with your higher self and source energy and the highest fifth dimensional being that you are, and be in alignment with that. And we tell you that being is love, trust, and abundance at every turn. And so as you align with that, love and trust and abundance will enter your 3D and 4D life. We hope this answers your question, my dear. If you are destined for leadership, If that is a part of the contract that you have made with your soul family, you do not have to fulfill it. You can rip up the contract and be rid of it. But you may find yourself on the other side of the veil coming back for another turn to accomplish what your soul was intended for. Okay, we bless you, dear Glenn. Thank you for your question. Thank you, Judah. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you, Glenn, for your question. I know it will mean a lot to many people.